Greetings and welcome to week 4. This overview will just give you some brief comments on what you can find in this week's lineup. As usual, you will see we are still working on Unit 2, and this is week 4 and 5. Our next 2 weeks looking at lessons 4, 5, and 6. This week, we also have the last 2 chapters from the Foster text, and you should be reading Octavia Butler's Kindred. If you haven't started to look for that 6th text that you want to read, you should get started finding the Your Choice text. And remember, that text should be in one of the 3 genres that we are studying this semester. This week, you have the second opportunity to join the virtual discussion. If you can't join the discussion for Wednesday or Thursday, you will need to review the video and post your contributions on Blackboard by the end of the week. The discussion this week is worth 50 points. The first discussion we had was worth 25. So the second one and the last one, the third one we have, they are both worth a few more points. Hopefully we'll have the kinks worked out and get some good discussion going on when we meet later this week. The readings for this week, you should be completing Walter Mosley's text and continuing with Octavia Butler's Kindred. This overview here, it just gives you an overview of the text. Some people like that, some people don't. It's not required, it's there for support. This link here is just a quick link to the assignments. I just want to keep the larger assignments in front of you so you don't have to do anything. I'm just reminding you, you have some bigger assignments coming up, so you want to get started on them. And then we have these 4 videos presented by Professor Schmid, and these will help as we get ready to talk about mystery, crime, and suspense during our discussion this week. So I strongly encourage you to take a look at them. They are not very long, but they provide additional information for understanding crime, mystery, and suspense, because while they have things in common, they have specific elements and they're subgenres within mystery and suspense that it's important for us to be able to articulate and discuss. So those are the 4 short videos. And then I'm just reminding you here with item 6 to continue working on defining those popular terms. That's going to be helpful in our discussions, whether you can join the virtual discussion or when you post on Blackboard, as well as when you are completing the larger assignments. This is the Zoom link, and just an idea of some of the things we're going to be discussing, trying to apply the learning outcomes to the literature that you're reading. And here's the link for joining the discussion after I post the video. And then you have your short response this week, which is going to be focused on Octavia Butler. You still have 2 choices of the prompts that you can write on one or the other. You do not have to write about both of them. And then we have the midpoint survey because it's week 4 and this is the middle of the semester. So we're touching bases on what you know about the learning outcomes. And then the reflective quiz, I do want to point out that this week in the reflective quiz, it does ask you if you've chosen that text to read and to give some information about it. If you haven't chosen a text yet, you probably want to get on that immediately. And this is the quick link to the group member page. So if you should still be continuing to work with your group on assignment number 4. And then here's the link to the test questions and idea posts. Now, this is a good area to go and see what your classmates have posted. If you are stuck on trying to come up with ideas for your critical essay or the multimedia presentation that you'll be doing, this is a good place to look. if people are posting. And then we have our look ahead. Remember, if you see the mark review, and I have quite a few of them this week, mark reviewed, please make sure you're clicking that button to let me know that you have indeed looked at the content. And that is my overview.